Welcome back. This is episode 37 of Marriage Minutes, where we are spending 40 days helping you get back on the same page as a couple. And today we are going to talk about how to handle it or what to do when one of you is checked out. So this happens where, in any relationship where one of you is just distant or maybe dealing with some overwhelm or is just not present, disengaged. Yeah. And so what do? How do you get closer? How do you move back to unity when one of you is checked out?
So the important thing is to not ignore it. It is very easy to just try to ignore it or push it on down the road. The problem with that is resentment builds and more distance is created. So it's important that you don't ignore it. It's important that you address it with grace, have a conversation, have high level of communication, and be asking questions.
Yeah, you can just simply ask the question like, hey, I've noticed that you've been a little distant lately. Do you want to talk about what's going on? And leave the door open for conversation. If they're not ready, that's fine. Just say, I'm here for you when you're ready. And just leave the door open for them to come to you. Again, with grace. Don't be mad if they're not ready to talk or ready to have that conversation. And it leaves the door open for that conversation to occur anytime they're ready.
Yeah, so don't force the fix, but be in communication, ask questions, and make sure that they know that you're there, you're available. It makes them feel important and valued, even if they're in a season where they just feel like they're not ready to have a conversation about whatever it may be. And don't take it personally because it may have nothing to do with you or the marriage. Just make sure that you are consistent and being intentional and reaching out and asking questions and making sure that you know or that you let them know that you are there and available when they're ready.
Yeah. Make sure they know they're loved. You want to stay kind, stay patient, and stay prayerful. Whatever is going on, whether you have had that conversation or you're waiting to have the conversation, be prayerful. It's always helpful to be praying for your spouse, praying out loud with them, praying in silence when you're not together. But if something's going on with your spouse, just be prayerful.
Now, I think it's important to say that this isn't something that should go on and on and on forever, right? So while you don't want to force a fix, you don't want it to just fester on for months. So if there is a serious disconnect or they're checked out for an extended period of time, it may be time to consider some actual counseling, either as individuals or as a couple or both. So look at where you're at and consider that as a healthy option. Yeah. So that's all we have for you for this episode. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. for Marriage Minutes. Thanks for watching.